This is a decline press machine. It's a little bit different though. It's a matrix decline press machine. Why do I love it so much? Because it converges, right? Probably the worst thing you can do for your chest is hit a 90-degree angle here, right? Because what that actually is going to do is that's actually going to put more emphasis on your anterior delts than it is your chest, right? Your chest, your pecs are what we refer to. They literally are classified as convergent muscles, right? And so that means they need to be able to converge upon a singular point. You know what I mean? They don't necessarily completely get to do that at a 90-degree angle because they kind of maintain this. There's no convergence here. It's just a push, right? With this machine here, though, and a couple of the other machines we'll go over here within the matrix line, you know what I mean? It's got this little angle here as well as that 90-degree. But I prefer this little angle here because it naturally kind of puts you at more of a 45-degree, which is a little bit easier for your shoulders to maintain. You know what I mean? And it is going to optimize the convergence upon our chest, right, to help grow our chest a little bit better and avoid or mitigate any shoulder pain, right? So what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that I'm kind of driving off here, right? I kind of want to like use the fat part of my hand to grip this and then kind of drive off through this part of my finger, or this part of my hand, right? So I'm going to sneak in, big chest. Now, a lot of clients ask me, like, all right, where should I put the pad in the very back, right? Now, for me, I like to bring it up to about 2 because I like to get a little bit of that stretch. There is too much of a stretch, though, in which you start to overcompensate. Usually you can tell whenever you start to kind of externally or internally rotate your shoulders, that's too much. You know what I mean? We want to kind of be able to keep the chest big and tall whenever we're doing this movement, right? And so it looks a little something like this. Now, whenever we drive, we don't want to completely lock out. We want to do more of like a 3/4 lock out. And you'll notice too, still getting good contractions. Everything's still moving well, right? Why do we want to do a 3/4 lockout though? Because you'll notice whenever you tend to lock out your arms on, let's say, a lift like this, the movement does get easier, right? But why? There's still weight on us. How does it get easier? And it's simple. It's because now the tension is being distributed on your joints a little bit more as opposed to your muscles, right? We don't necessarily want that. We want to make sure the tension stays on our muscles as long as possible. That's how we yield adaptation. So that's how you do a decline press.